Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our show. This is JC's show. This is not Sports Sync, if you guys haven't noticed. We're on a different channel. My name is Nick. That is JC. Down below me is Owen. And this is JC Predicts.
Hey guys.
Hi, Owen. Well, for the JC, would you like to get us started?
Okay. We're gonna predict the college football schedules for this season, as this is the eve of the college football coming back. We're gonna go run down of the Power Four conferences. Unfortunately, that's what we have to refer to them now because you have to blame Texas, as it's very easy to do. Blame Texas.
Or blame Colorado?
Or the Longhorn Network, more specifically. Or if you want to, you can blame Democrats. They
Why don't you
probably had
guys
something
just
to do
blame?
with it.
How about you guys just blame the Pac-12 for not having enough money to keep their teams around?
Well, sometimes we
The
need.
Pac-12. And the Pac-12 really didn't do anything wrong in this case. Texas and Oklahoma left the Big 12, and then the Big 12 got scared, so they just started poaching teams.
But I'm also
They
going to
wanted,
argue
they
that
wanted to
the
do something
Pac-12
very
didn't do
similar
anything
back in
right either.
2011.
When they lost A&M.
Mm-hmm.
In Missouri.
I remember that. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Owen knows ball. So
I'm
we're going to get started. We've found this website, and we're going to start. We're going to start with my conference, JC's conference, the All Coasts.
The Coastal Athletic Association. Oh, okay.
We can start there if you want.
Chad Masco II is going to win the Heisman, so you can take that to the
I don't know
bank.
who that guy is.
He'll be the first quarterback to win the Heisman after only winning 4 games this season.
All right. Well, I'm ready to start.
All right, Owen, if you're ready to start, Florida State or Georgia Tech, who wins that game?
Florida State.
JC?
Yes. I do want to preface. I see a lot of similarities between the Florida State Georgia Tech game as the Clemson Duke game that started last season, with an ACC team starting in the top 10 and then losing to an unranked team. Because I think Georgia Tech is one of the ACC teams and one of the teams in the country overall that's flying under the radar.
Georgia Tech's a scary team this year.
I think Florida State's the safer pick right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia Tech pulls off this upset, but it is still a long shot right now, and I think the safest bet is Florida State.
I
So
would agree.
Always go safe when it comes to college football.
week 0, you play safe week 0 because it is week 0. Week 1, we go crazy.
Well, especially because it is played in Dublin, Ireland. So I would imagine the experience of Florida State, especially in the playing in the Orange Bowl last year, losing 63-3 to Georgia, will help them in a non-safe environment because they're used to that.
This is the microphone. Guys, this guy knows college ball.
Yes. All right, Owen. SMU or Nevada?
Nevada.
JC?
SMU. I think SMU is a top 5 team in the ACC, and a lot like we were discussing prior to the stream. I think SMU could be that Texas A&M to the ACC, like they were in 2012, just coming into the conference and immediately firing on all cylinders, being extremely competitive. And I really look forward to, I think it's week 4, week 5. SMU's first conference game in the ACC will be against Florida State, and that could be a coming out party for SMU. So that should be interesting. But I think SMU handles business.
Guys, Remember, Nick, whenever my dad brought me food?
Did he bring you hot dogs?
Yeah. Look at this. He brought me hot dogs.
These are the
Or,
shenanigans that goes on late at
or,
night. All right.
or glizzies, as the Southerners say.
All right. Are there any more I don't think there are any more Power 4 games in week 0, right?
I don't think so.
So we move on to week 1. I have Western Carolina upsetting State. That's not going to happen, though. Oh, and who wins this game?
State wins that game.
JC, who wins this game?
NC State.
Unfortunate things. Also on Thursday, there's a lot of Thursday night games, and I think there's even like Duke and Elon play Friday night. Yeah, like, look at this. There's a
Which
lot
I
of
quite
Thursday
enjoy.
and Friday in the ACC.
So,
Who wins A&T and Wake Forest? Owen,
Wake Forest.
JC.
And I agree with Wake Forest. I think it's very interesting with their quarterback situation. With the presumed starter being Hank Bachmeier transferring in to Wake Forest. Obviously, real college football fans remember his coming out party in, I believe it was 2020, where he, as a true freshman, went down to Tallahassee and upset Florida State.
That's
So,
right. Jackson.
Hank Bachmeier makes a return to ACC country with Wake Forest.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Yes, Owen.
The Niners are beating the Raiders 10-0.
Congratulations. It's preseason. I have Minnesota beating North Carolina. I say this as a Tar Heel.
Purdy's 8 for 10. I'm sorry, guys.
I actually kind of agree with that one. I think the problems with North Carolina will be not establishing a starting quarterback
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
very
game, and I
a
think
two
going
QB
back and
system.
forth.
In the words of Mac Brown, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks.
And I agree. I think Carolina's season will be defined by the quarterback play, and I don't think like in years past unlike in years past where they've had exceptional quarterback play from the likes of Drake May, Sam Howell, even Mitch Trubisky, Marquise Williams, Bryn Renner, even if we want to go back that far, uh, TJ Yates, if we want to go back further. I don't think Carolina needs exceptional quarterback play to be competitive. They have, in my opinion, one of, if not the best running backs in the country, AP All-American Amorian Hampton. Their wide receiver room is extremely inexperienced, along with the offensive line. But I think running back, and with the addition of defensive coordinator Jeff Collins from Georgia Tech, the defense, I do have a lot of optimism for that defense this year. So I don't think they need a do it all exceptional quarterback. They just need a quarterback that plays within the system and won't lose Carolina games turning the ball over.
I agree.
Stanford.
I'm a little nervous about that 2 QB system. I'm especially nervous about that wide receiver core. I don't think Carolina's got a real good
Well, I
wide
want
receiver
to say
core.
this. I think, and this is maybe a little outlandish, but I'm pulling out a season from the past. I think this team has the capacity to be similar to the 2015 North Carolina team. They started out with a 2 QB system with Marquise Williams and freshman and Mitch Trubisky. They lost to South Carolina
And they
early,
won 11 games.
and then ended up. But I think there are a lot of similarities with that. The defense is veteran led, and
It
I
doesn't matter
think
if the defense is veteran led. It's still Carolina football, and we're still terrible.
I think there are similarities, but I think all that does start. I can see Carolina losing early to Minnesota, but I don't think it doesn't necessarily derail their season.
It's not going to dictate their season.
In
No.
all honesty, I think the Carolina Minnesota game means more for the ACC as a whole than it does for Carolina. The ACC as a whole, they have opportunities. Carolina at Minnesota, TCU and Stanford looking ahead. Miami, Florida. You can lump in Georgia and Clemson. I don't think it's realistic to expect Clemson to beat Georgia, but if Clemson doesn't get embarrassed by Georgia like some teams in the past, Oregon, I think it could be a big week for the ACC. But so that's why I think UNC beating Minnesota would mean more for the ACC than it would for Carolina in general as a whole.
Yeah, because I don't think Carolina beating Minnesota is going to answer the quarterback problem.
And it's not.
Unless, like, Max Johnson comes out and in his first drive, he's got a 75-yard touchdown on the first play of the game to J.J. Jones.
Well, in all honesty, I would rather. I mean, a
And even
75-yard
still, Matt
touchdown.
Brown would probably bench him.
Well, as a 75-yard touchdown to start the game would be all well and good, but I would much prefer a 5-for-6 drive for 60 yards or something like that. Because anybody. I don't want to say anybody, but you know what I mean. Like a 75-yard touchdown does not define how good a quarterback can be consistently.
That's true. All right, Owen, you look busy. Duke or Elon, who wins that game?
Well, my gut says Elon.
Why is your gut saying Elon?
Because Elon Musk. But my brain says Duke, so I'm gonna go with Duke.
JC?
I like Malik Murphy in the matchup.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Duke a lot though. So, but yeah, I think they're better than Elon. Elon is an FCS school; they should beat them by 20 plus. TCU and Stanford. This game could go either way. Owen, who do you have?
I got Stanford.
Okay. JC?
By 10.
I agree. I think it can go either way. The rumors TCU is going to start a true freshman at quarterback. I don't know how true that is, but I like Ashton Daniels in the matchup against TCU. So
I have
I'm
a
going to
question
go
for
with
you guys.
Stanford and a
Would
slight
you guys-
upset. I
would you
guess
guys
I don't know
say-
what the spread is, but I would imagine TCU is a slight favorite in that matchup so far.
How
Would
good
you guys
is
say-
Stanford? That's my thing.
I think Stanford's a 4 or 5 win team, but I think TCU's a 4 or 5 win team as well.
Owen, you live in Texas. What are your thoughts on TCU this year?
They're not the same team they were 2 years ago.
That's true. I'm gonna give Stanford the nod because they're at home.
Yeah, I would agree. Especially in the fact that you have to travel from Texas to California when it's a large distance, then the home field advantage could really play a huge
All
part.
right, we got some pretty easy games to knock out of the way here. Kent State's gonna lose to Pittsburgh, no questions asked, right?
No.
Owen,
Although
Yeah,
unfortunately,
It's Pitt.
Pittsburgh won't be starting the best quarterback they have. I think the best quarterback at Pittsburgh right now is Eli Holstein. But it does not look like they're going to start him, which is rather disappointing as a fan of the sport in general. But
as a
I
hater of
don't think that
Pittsburgh, it
makes a
doesn't bother
difference
me.
right now.
Georgia's gonna beat Clemson. I think this game is gonna be close. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very entertaining. But Georgia is and probably should be a top 5 team in the country. And returning a quarterback as good as Carson Beck, I like Georgia. Owen?
24-10.
I go with Georgia. Yeah.
I don't think Austin PA State's ever going to beat an FBS team. If they do, I don't think it's going to be Louisville. Any objections?
No.
Nope. You guys see
Vanderbilt
my camera?
and Vodtech.
I don't think this is a hard thing.
Virginia
game
Tech
to
could
pick
be
at
a
all.
10
I
win
think
team this
Kyron
year.
Jones is going to lead a coming out party for Virginia Tech. I think Virginia Tech's a top 15, top 20 team in the country, and they're not just going to beat Vanderbilt. I think they're going to blow them out.
Did y'all not see me holding up my Vanderbilt shirt?
I believe in Kyron Jones more.
Owen, are you saying Vanderbilt could actually win a football game? Granted, that would be an upset in and of itself.
I'm
I'm
sure they
saying
play an
Vanderbilt
FCS team at
can
some
win a
point.
football game outside of the SEC.
Well, it's not against Virginia Tech because Virginia Tech could beat
Alright,
several
fine.
SEC teams. Tech is good this year. Can Ohio beat Kyle McCord and company?
Can they? Yes. Will they? No.
If there's a week 1 upset, I think it's Ohio over Syracuse.
I think the week 1 upset is the one below it. I think Florida. I think Miami's a top 20 team in the country. We've seen this song and dance many times before. Cam Ward. They're very high on Cam Ward, but they're going down to the swamp. SEC. It's one of those games that ACC really needs. But I think I like Graham Moats in the matchup. I want Florida against Miami.
All right, so Owen, are you going Syracuse or Ohio?
JC, what'd you say?
He said Syracuse.
Syracuse, but closer than the experts think.
Yeah, I'll go Syracuse too. Why not?
I think Florida does get Miami. I don't trust Miami on the road that much. The Swamp's a tough place to play.
We've seen it too many times.
And yeah,
Oh,
the
hey,
story's
guys.
been written before. I don't
Guys.
know anything about UC Davis. JC, what do you know about UC Davis?
They lost to Aaron Rodgers when he was at Butte Community College.
In 2002. Owen, what do you know about UC Davis?
I don't know anything, but I do want to say something, guys. Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the swamp over the summer.
Did they have a good? Did you get the impression that they had a good football team?
No.
I did instantly got the impression that they were a good football team.
But so I want to say this too, just to make myself. Florida winning this game does not mean I think Florida is a good team. I think Florida wins max 5 games. First of all, their schedule's
tough.
But I think Florida's a 6-7 win team at most. But I just think it shows more against Miami than it does for Florida.
I got Cal over UC Davis. Any
No.
opposition here? Say aye.
No.
Virginia over Richmond. I think Virginia's going to have a bounce back year. It's been a rough few years with Virginia after what happened in 2022 with the shooting. I think they're finally bounced back, and I think they have a team that could write a really good story this year. So I've got Virginia over Richmond. Any problems there?
No.
I don't have a problem with it.
It's close. Richmond's a very good FCS team.
But I would be remiss if I did not say I would not be shocked at all if Richmond not only won this game but came out and won handedly. It would not shock me. So.
And then Florida State starts out 2-0 in week 1. Any objections?
Yeah, sure.
Phenomenal. So that puts Miami, Clemson, and North Carolina as the only teams to not win a game. Oh, wait, no, and Georgia Tech. As we move on now.
Oh, because they played.
Next.
To the Big Ten.
Why don't we just do? Why don't we just do the conference?
You got rid of it. You got rid of it completely now. You have to go back and redo it, right?
Let's just do the ACC to start with, and then we'll do.
Did I actually? No, I didn't. See, it's saved.
Go back to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Georgia Tech over Georgia State.
That's fine.
SMU over Houston Christian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Duke over Northwestern.
I agree.
Owen?
Sure.
Duke plays both their opening games on Friday. That's interesting. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Auburn beats California.
Give me the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, Peyton Thorne doesn't screw up too bad. I would not be surprised though, and we're getting ahead of ourselves with Auburn.
Gonna win the football game.
Peyton Thorne is the starting quarterback. He's coming back from last year. Would not be surprised if we saw Walker White at some point in that season. He's a true freshman. really talented quarterback, and I don't know how long Peyton Thorne can hold him off.
Now, Owen, you're a smart guy. How do you pronounce this name?
Oh, I had it. I had it in my head. Sure, I'll ask Google. I got this. But don't look at me like that, guys. That's not cool.
How do you pronounce that name, Owen?
Dude, I remember it because I remember during March Madness.
Because you had them upsetting a team. Didn't they actually win a game?
They
No, they
did,
came
and
close.
I got it right. They beat BYU. Oh, off the top of my head.
They're pronounced Duquesne, and they're
Yeah,
going to they're going to lose it to Boston College. Any questions?
I got that. I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is their name hard to pronounce?
Why is there what?
Why do they have a hard name to pronounce?
Because they're dumb, and they're somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Charlotte.
I think Carolina gets their get back game. Oh, JC, what are your thoughts?
Sure.
Owen?
You don't think the 49ers are going to win this game, dude?
No, I think the 49ers have a system QB, and I think their system QB is not good enough to beat Max Johnson.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think Max Brown's a really good. I think he's a good young quarterback, and but I think he's young. I think that's the fair word to say about him right now. And
So JC, you don't think the 49ers have a system quarterback?
I don't think the Charlotte 49ers have a system quarterback.
Oh my gosh! Can you guys both shut up?
But I do want to say that just while we're on the topic of the 49ers, I think they're system quarterbacks, and then they are elite system quarterbacks, which I think they push the limit of being the standard stereotypical system quarterback, in the fact that I think Brock Purdy is an elite quarterback. And I think he's a really good quarterback in any other system. But I think being in the 49ers system makes him takes him from being really good to elite.
So, does not every team have a system?
I think the question is not whether every team has a system, is whether the quarterback can win in spite of the system. And I'm
He
50-50
led them to
on
the
Brock Purdy.
Super Bowl.
So did Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, he did not.
Jimmy
He
Garoppolo took
sold the Super Bowl. Our run, Raheem Mostert against the Packers gave us that Super Bowl appearance.
I think we need to we would be remiss if we did not talk about the fact that Kyle Shanahan has choked 3 Super Bowls. 2 with the 49ers and 1 with the Falcons.
Wait, the Falcons lost that game?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
They were up 28-3.
I didn't watch it.
Where did Owen go? Owen? Okay, let's move on. Louisville beats Jacksonville State. Any questions there?
No.
Vatek beats Marshall. Any questions there?
No.
Miami beats Florida A&M. Barely. Any questions there?
No.
Stanford beats Cal Polytechnic State.
Sure.
Virginia and Wake Forest.
Wake.
Tennessee beats State.
No.
State wins at home.
No.
Grayson McCall is more experienced. He's been in college football for this is his 6th year, and I think he's the difference over Nico Lavea, I believe, who's a true freshman, or not a true freshman. He's a redshirt freshman, but does not have any playing experience. I think the experience, at least 2 games into the season, prevails.
Very interesting. Oh, there's only 5 weeks. We can only do the first 5 weeks.
No, you can't. You just go past. Just click next. Just click next.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay.
You're just making sure they can go past the 5 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. Mormons and Christian and Methodists, who win?
SMU.
Owen? You used to be a Mormon. Are they going to beat it,
No,
Smew?
they can't.
My condolences.
The Fighting Mormons.
Yeah.
We'll go with BYU. I feel like being an SMU hater today because you guys picked them over Nevada.
I think SMU's good, so I can't tell you much about BYU this year. I predict another struggling season for them in the Big 12. Syracuse and Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech wins this game.
I agree.
Owen,
Oh, what'd you say?
does Georgia Tech beat Syracuse?
Yeah.
Now, App State's got a senior quarterback.
Joey Echo.
App State's fresh off of a Sun Belt Conference championship.
Clemson wins 24-6.
Clemson is fresh off of not anything worth noting.
They lost to Georgia.
Clemson doesn't know what the transfer portal is. App State's known for these kind of wins.
I got App State.
Why not the Mountaineers?
Because I feel like it feels too obvious. This feels more like Carolina App State than it does Texas A&M App State.
Well, the difference is
App State does better. I mean, I think I honestly, and we can go back to this when it happens. If it happens, I will. App State is more likely to beat Clemson if Clemson beats Georgia somehow.
What's the
If
thought
that makes
process
sense.
behind that?
See, if Clemson loses to Georgia, they'll be 15th, 16th in the country. App State doesn't beat 15th or 16th teams in the country. Just they get close, but they don't beat them. Clemson beats Georgia. Clemson's probably second or third in the country, and then that's when App State comes in and shocks the pants off them. So,
okay.
I actually think because Clemson gets manhandled early against App State,
that they bounce back against App State. Okay.
Absolutely, if that makes sense.
Owen, Memphis or Florida State?
DJ Uiagalelei.
Owen?
I say Florida State.
Any objections for an American team to beat Florida State?
I think Memphis has a strong case to be that at large.
I think Memphis might be one of the. Actually, I'm not going to say that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Memphis is one of the three teams that I'm debating on being that 12th team to make the college football playoff.
If they upset Florida State here, I think they make a very good case, but I don't see them beating Florida State. I think it's too early in the season.
I think it's like a 26-21 game.
Yeah, it's close, but my money's on Florida State. I wouldn't be surprised if Memphis is also ranked for this game too.
Maybe.
State beats La Tech. I think State's a top 10 team.
Sure.
Missouri beats Boston College.
Missouri, I think, is a top 10 team.
Yeah. West, the backyard brawl. These are the games we long for. Owen, West Virginia and Pittsburgh.
Give me West Virginia.
JC?
I agree. West Virginia big.
Give me West Virginia. I might be going to this Carolina NC Central game. Carolina's going to win that game. Any questions? No? Okay, cool.
Give me Miami by 60.
Over Ball State. Why don't you like Ball State?
52-17.
Duke over UConn?
17. I would give them 3 at most.
Sure.
La Tech over ODU?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss over Wake Forest?
Yeah.
Ole Miss big.
Ole Miss by
Maryland or Virginia?
MJ Morris. If that name sounds familiar, it should in the ACC. MJ Morris, the starting quarterback at Maryland, beats Virginia.
I mean, hold on. If you want to say that, hey, they're going to go on the storybook run, right? They got to beat a team, a Big Ten team. like Maryland. That's a good place to start.
At home, yes, but Maryland's good.
That's their best chance, though, is what I'm saying.
I'm not buying into this storybook one. I don't think Virginia wins more than 2 games.
I'm buying into it. I don't know about you, but I think I'm locked and sealed.
Oh, and I
Seatbelt
think you need to
on.
buy into a different game. I think you need to buy into a different one, okay?
All right, I'll buy into Cal. I'll buy into Cal.
But here, I'll give
Cal
you the help
still
on this
loses to
one.
San Diego State.
Buy into Carolina and Virginia. Because inevitably, no matter how bad it is, Carolina will probably lose to Virginia.
Or give all of us a
never
heart
gonna-
attack on their way to a win.
Yeah.
Cal and San Diego State. Who wins that game?
Cal, just because I'm not familiar with San Diego State this season.
Phenomenal.
San Diego State's one of the top 3 best Mountain West teams this season.
So San Diego State?
No, Mountain West. Just because they're a top 3 team in the Mountain West does not mean there is a.
Okay. Oh, and then Vanderbilt exists in the SEC.
I would like there is a delta, and I mean a delta between Boise State and the next best team in the Mountain West. And I am including Oregon State and Washington State in that list, even though they're not true.
Syracuse beats Stanford. Michigan
Boise
State
State's
beats
not even the
Boston
best
College.
team in the Mountain West.
Yes, they will.
Do the Chanticleers beat Virginia, JC?
Tad Hudson's the starting quarterback.
Owen, does Coastal Carolina win on that teal field?
Sure.
Clemson gets State?
Clemson.
Yeah, I think State's riding high after the Tennessee win. Let's knock them down a peg.
Florida State gets Cal?
Yeah,
Duke beats Middle Tennessee State?
you're darn right.
SMU beats TCU?
Yeah.
Owen, does SMU beat TCU?
Sure. Go with that.
Carolina beats James Madison? Owen?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
JC?
Yeah.
South Florida and Miami. We giving this one to Miami?
Yeah.
Owen?
Yeah, Miami.
Louisville and Georgia Tech.
Louisville. Tyler Show. He's a veteran. He knows how to get it done. I think Tyler shows the difference against Haynes King.
I think this is one that Georgia Tech proves they're an upset-worthy team. They were close against Florida State. I like their chances against a team like Louisville. I feel like we're deep enough into the season now where we could see this type of upset happen. I think Louisville gets a little careless.
I don't think it's as big of an upset as people might think it is.
No, but I think it's a wake-up call for the nation on Georgia Tech.
Well, that Louisville was not that good last year, and probably is not that good this year.
Vatek beats Rutgers.
Sure.
Owen?
Why not?
Owen, Georgia Tech or Louisville? Who wins that game?
We'll go Georgia Tech.
Virginia Tech or Rutgers, Owen? This is a ACC versus Big Ten.
Yeah, but we're gonna go Virginia Tech.
Pitt beats Youngstown State.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
JC, yeah.
Yeah.
On to week 5. The Virginia Military Institute
Yes, they win.
and Georgia Tech.
Wouldn't put it past Georgia Tech to lose to VMI after beating Louisville.
I wouldn't either. They're going to still beat Carolina, though.
I think Haynes King gets it done.
Vatek on the road or Miami at home?
I got Miami at home.
Miami.
Boston College gets another win.
Thomas Castellanos, yeah. Runs all over Western Kentucky.
Clemson, Carolina.
Whoa.
Whoa, what, Owen?
Whoa.
I'm interested for the Carolina game to decide. Do they have an established main quarterback at that time? With
At this time, we're just.
Manny
I'd say
Diaz coming in at Duke with Malik Murphy, the transfer from Texas. I think Duke has all the capacity to be a potent offense, which has not been the past couple years under David Cutcliffe and Mike Elko. So I think Duke is one of the most underrated teams in the conference and in the country as a whole.
Yes, but as we've learned, Carolina tends to have Duke's number when it comes to football.
I
Owen,
think
what are
this.
your thoughts?
I think this is the Moy and Hampton game. I think he has 25 to 30 touches and goes for 200 plus.
Owen, what are your thoughts? You seem to be a bit hesitant on this one.
I am too, a little bit.
I say Duke.
You think Duke's going to beat them?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
From what I'm hearing, North Carolina's too shaky this year.
Yeah, but North Carolina is known for beating Duke in football. We've won the past 5 years.
Being known in the team that it doesn't. Being known doesn't matter in this case. You go out there to win the football game. I think Duke wins this football game.
That offense could give Carolina defense trouble.
Yeah. I think the biggest difference in the game, and to be honest, I'm 50-50 on Carolina or Duke. I think the biggest difference, and it's a bigger difference than even Max Johnson against Malik Murphy. I think Amoy and Hampton because Duke lost their starting running back Jordan Waters, transferred to NC State, which I don't know how. But I'm 50-50. Usually when it's 50-50, I give it to the home team, but
I have an idea.
Well, I in good conscience can never say Duke's going to beat Carolina, so
yeah,
we're moving on. State beats Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
Florida State beats SMU.
Wait, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Owen, SMU or Florida State?
SMU.
I hate SMU. Florida State.
JC, why are you high on SMU?
Because I'm not high on DJ Uiagalelei.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ooga
Ooga
is
Booga.
their quarterback. Wake Forest over the Raging Cajuns.
Sure.
Holy Cross loses to Syracuse.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Notre Dame and Louisville.
Riley Leonard.
Beats Louisville at home.
Okay.
Louisville's not running into South Bend. All right. Is this the next week? Yes, it is. Owen.
UNLV. I promise you.
Haja Malik Williams.
We are riding.
You need the running Rebels.
Haja Malik Williams.
Former Camel.
Is he starting?
Fighting Camel legend.
I think he's back up.
Wait, is Haj not starting?
I don't think so.
If he's not starting, that I might have to pick.
No, it is.
Oh, he's starting? Okay, yeah, then he's starting. So,
yeah, if it wasn't Hodge,
like
I'm thinking Syracuse. Hodge. Clemson and Florida State. I think DJ Ooga gets his revenge on Clemson.
Ooga Booga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Owen? We got a little revenge game here. Florida State's quarterback used to play at Clemson.
Whoa. Backtrack. UNLV's starting quarterback is not Haja Malik Williams. It's some joker. Hold on.
Whoa.
Some joker named Matthew Slucka, which he probably sucks at. He's probably sucking.
All the reports I'm reading, it's Hodge.
Well, you look at the actual official depth chart, and it's Matthew Slucka.
Yeah, but ESPN's wrong half the time.
I'm not looking at ESPN.
And besides, by week 6, Hodge wins the job. I have faith in Hodge. Give me Hodge and give me them over Syracuse.
I do have to say, Haja Malik Williams is no Chad Masco.
That's true, but still, he's a fighting camel. You realize how important it is to be a fighting camel, Owen? We blend together.
I had a class with him. So
Duke and Georgia Tech.
Duke.
Owen?
Give me Georgia Tech.
I was going to say the same thing. I think Georgia Tech beats Duke. If Carolina beats Duke, Duke beats Georgia Tech. If Duke beats Carolina, Duke beats Georgia Tech beats Duke. Do you agree with that, JC?
Sure.
So this game is also a toss-up. I'll give it to Duke. I'll give Duke the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Wake Forest and State.
State.
Owen.
State.
Vatek over Stanford.
Yeah.
Sure.
Miami and Cal.
Give me Cal.
JC.
Well, I mean, they have to try a Miami team in Florida. We know how Miami teams deal with traveling to non-sunny weather games. So I actually like Cal in that game too, and it derails the U's playoff hopes.
I'm all for a U down.
Fun fact, guys, did you know that the Cal Stadium is built right on the fault line?
Oh, there's going to be an earthquake too?
So the game will happen. Okay.
No. See, here's what's going to happen. There's going to be an earthquake. Miami will be up by like 4 with 30 seconds left, and they'll just run the ball to end the game. But then an earthquake will cause Miami's running back to fumble, and then California will score a touchdown. Book it. North Carolina beats Pitt. Any objections? No objections. Boston College beats Virginia. Any objections?
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Owen?
No, I don't care.
Louisville and SMU.
Louisville.
Yeah.
You think Louisville can win this game?
I think because SMU beat Florida State, I'm okay with Louisville beating SMU.
Week 7.
Ooh, a short week.
I think we're only going to get the ACC done tonight. Then we'll have to do the Big Ten and the other power conferences later.
NC State.
State.
Let me just fly through this real quick.
Cal.
Okay, hold on. Owen's going to fly through these. Let's see how wrong he is. Go ahead, Owen.
Cal.
Cook.
Cal.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Okay.
Louisville.
Okay.
Clemson.
Okay.
Notre Dame.
I'll give you only 2 wrong.
Which 2?
I think Cal beats Pitt.
Oh, then you only got 1 wrong.
Pitt is the second worst team in the ACC.
Behind Virginia
Yes.
or behind October Mac Brown?
Carolina gets enough wins at the beginning and the end.
Who's at 1 right now? Can we check?
Who's at number 1 in the ACC? Boston College.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Now, did we ever?
No, it's because of conference, guys. They're 3-2. Chill out.
Florida State's the number 1 team in the conference.
Why was that changed? That was weird.
Because I forgot to click on them for Monday night
Oh, okay.
for their week 1 game. That's why. So yeah, now they're down to 12th. The ACC standings are Florida State, Clemson, NC State, North Carolina, California are the top 5 teams in the ACC. Does that surprise anybody?
Not really.
It surprises me. I don't know why California's this high, but I assume they'll be knocked off their
Strength of schedule.
when state rolls into town. BC and Vatek.
Vatek.
Owen,
It's all you guys good.
Florida State and Duke.
Honestly,
What's stopping Duke from winning this game?
nothing. I think
Florida State.
That's all I needed to hear. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Clemson. Notre Dame.
I think it's funny that we're high on Notre Dame every single year, and then they always get like 7 wins.
Well, Notre Dame or the Cowboys?
Yeah, I know. So why are we betting high on them again?
Because they're playing ACC teams.
Yeah.
We bet against Notre Dame when they go to play USC or Oregon or Ohio State.
Yeah, and the Cowboys play NFC East teams. So
Or they play actually good NFC teams in the playoffs.
and they get killed.
SMU. for this next
SMU,
one.
yes. The U.
Miami.
Wake.
And then
UConn is trash at football.
Yes. And they're going to get destroyed in the Big 12, and I'm all for it. Syracuse goes on the road, beats Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Louisville goes on the road to beat Boston College.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like Boston College. Yeah, okay.
Owen?
I like Boston College. I was going to say them first.
SMU and Duke.
I mean, SMU 61 right now.
Malik Murphy knows how to beat Texans.
I like Duke. No, I don't. No, take that off the internet immediately. Take that off the internet immediately. Never.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah, we're getting that. We're already
No. 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 No.
Forever. That'll be on there forever.
Right next to Brock Purdy's assistant quarterback.
No. No. My reputation's tarnished forever.
You guys know what he just said? He said that he said it thoroughly too. I like Duke.
No. No, I don't. I hate Duke. Duke sucks. I hate Duke more than Hitler.
And now we're demonetized.
We were making money.
We can't now.
Oh, okay. Wake Forest and Stanford.
Hank
Give me
Bachmeier.
Give me Stanford for their first win in the ACC.
You
Sure.
agree?
That's fine. Wake Forest isn't that good.
Cal and Oregon State.
Poor Oregon State. They suck.
Give me Oregon State.
Ooh.
This is a
The
fun.
U. Although I have a personal vendetta against Florida State and their bitchiness, so
Well, they were robbed, but I know you as a Bama fan.
I am not a Bama fan. I just realize when sometimes people don't need to get handed things just because they
Wait, did you
got
take
a
the last
boo-boo.
one? No, it's a
Virginia beats Carolina.
It's inevitable.
Tech beats Georgia Tech.
Yep.
Week 10. Oh, and you want another speed round?
Sure, I'll speed around this.
Go ahead.
Clemson,
Uh-huh.
Florida State,
Uh-huh.
NC State,
Uh-huh.
SMU,
Uh-huh.
Miami. Actually, that's a lie. Duke,
Okay.
Virginia Tech.
All right.
I agree.
Oh, and I only see one wrong.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Clemson and Louisville?
No, not even
Okay.
close.
All right, guys, my bad. I'm sorry. Don't you do it.
I agree with all 6 of them.
Thank
Actually, I might go with Miami over Duke, just because it's in Hard Rock.
Y'all can call me biased all you want.
You're biased.
Mac Brown is
You're
the
biased.
exact type of man. What? Wait. What day is this game? Is this a game in October?
You're biased.
It's November 3rd.
Give me the Heels.
You're biased.
This is exactly the type of game that Mac Brown would win. After losing to Virginia, after losing to Georgia Tech, this is the exact type of game that Mac Brown would win.
Can we have Miami beating Duke?
Sure, why not? I'm all for Duke losing.
I just think because they're at home.
JC,
Wait.
you want a speed round? We're gonna speed round the rest of the week.
Wake, Boston College, Miami, NC State, Pittsburgh, Clemson, Florida State.
All right, Owen.
There we go.
Which
The
ones did you get
inevitable
wrong
Notre
and
Dame
why?
loss.
What did you say?
Which ones? All right, now we get to judge JC.
I got Syracuse over Boston College.
I don't hate that.
I didn't know which one to pick for that one. I just picked the home team.
I don't hate that. I think Virginia could beat Pittsburgh.
No. When I'm not, you know what? Call me heartless and call me unsympathetic. I'm not falling for the sob story.
Yeah, but I'm not falling for Pittsburgh either.
Virginia's not good.
Neither is Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but there's like a Virginia level bad, there's a Pittsburgh level bad, and then there's the bad of the rest of the ACC.
I think
Virginia-
Georgia Tech could get Miami.
Can you go back to week 10?
That one's up in the air.
Can you go back to week 10 real quick? I just want to see something.
What do you want to see?
Oh, they don't play that week. Oh, so they have a bye week. Oh, go back to week 11. Give me Cal.
But the Cal has to travel to North Carolina to play Wake.
Yeah, they're
But
not.
they're in a bye week. They're going to be there a week early.
You
Dog, I
can't take a
promise
bunch
you,
of college
Nobody
kids
from
a week
California
early.
is coming to North Carolina a week early.
All right, fine, guys.
I
You
think
know
if
what?
I think if it was an even matchup, I would agree with you to
Give
some
me Georgia
extent. But
Tech.
I think Wake Forest is better in its own right, and then Cal having to travel.
Give me Georgia Tech over Miami. Week 12. You know whose turn it is for a speed round? That's right. Watch this masterclass. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Do you want to say something or should I?
Oh, and you start.
No. JC, you start.
I'm gonna give you Cal just because I went against Cal last week.
I don't trust Cal McCord offense traveling
Nah,
that far.
Stanford could beat Louisville. I don't think Louisville's that good, but I'm okay. I can get over that one.
I don't think Stanford's that good either.
SMU, I think, will beat Boston College. Wait a minute. What's SMU's record?
8-2.
Given the ACC tax, go with Boston College.
That job's in the 8th. Wow.
Yeah,
really?
but every ACC team has a you dumbass loss, so that's SMU's. I think I'm okay with that.
Owen, what are your thoughts?
I hate it.
Do you have thoughts?
At the moment, no.
I figured as much.
I've done well so far. I've kept up.
In case anyone would like to know, the Campbell Fighting Camels men's soccer team has defeated Radford 2-1.
Congratulations.
Let's go soccer team.
Week 13.
I'm
Not a
amazed
speed
that they're
running.
all filled with women.
Am I speed running?
NC State and Georgia Tech.
Am I speed running?
What?
Am I speed running or no?
No.
NC State.
Carolina beats Boston College.
Yeah.
Sure.
Clemson. Duke at home.
Yeah.
Florida State. Syracuse.
This
Stanford
one-
beats Cal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Miami beats Wake. SMU beats Virginia. Although had I not done Boston College the week before, I might have done Virginia getting a win over SMU, and then I
In
think
Virginia's defense, that's a pretty far travel.
SMU's coming to Virginia.
Yeah, I know.
So do you want to go with Virginia winning this game and then switch SMU to
There
beat?
was
Why, yes, I do.
Yeah, I think I like that.
See, you got to think in 4D chess. You got to think 9 steps ahead at all times. Like,
Yeah.
watch this. Louisville beats Pittsburgh. That's thinking 9 steps ahead. Because
Oh, yes.
people don't realize is this is the game where Pittsburgh's starting quarterback gets switched.
No, Thomas Castellanos, who's a true sophomore, he's a really good. No.
But this is also the game where Connor Stallions gets in trouble again for spying. Now, why is he at this game? I don't think anybody knows, but he's there. 9D chess. This is the last week of the season. This is the
Georgia,
last season. Georgia,
Boston College,
BC,
Clemson, Florida State, SMU, Miami, Kentucky.
Whoa. Is Kentucky going to be any good?
They're the SEC.
Doesn't matter.
State,
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Let's give it to Wake just to give us another bowl team. And then
I don't know.
Wake beats Duke. That gets them to 6-6 and gets them to a bowl game.
I like San Jose State though beating Stanford.
It wouldn't shock me. Hank Bachmeier.
Hold up. Why is Carolina 8-4?
Because they don't play anybody in the non-conference.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. My bad, guys. There we go. That's
I
better.
don't know why you did that.
I was a little confused by that one, to be completely candid.
There we go.
It was
That's
bias.
better. Okay, so I guess we can't play the championship.
Yeah, but so Clemson and NC State though would be in the ACC championship.
And
I
Clemson
think
beats it.
Clemson beats NC State. Clemson will be the 3 or 4 seed in the college football playoff, and at 11-2, causing another riot. NC State at 11-2 will miss the college football playoff.
For a 10-3 team. Okay, so this is very important because
They're
we're going
probably a 9-3 team because they probably didn't make the SEC or Big Ten championship.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a multi-episode series due to many reasons.
Well, and also, we'll take a screenshot of this and mark them down so that when
But-
we get to the end, we can. Add me to the spreadsheet.
Here we go. 12 teams. And you're saying Clemson's going to be the 3 seed.
3 or 4, because the 3 and the 4 seed are the lowest conference champion. So I think the 1 seed will probably be the SEC.
In this, are we assuming that the SEC and the Big 10 and the Big 12? Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to say Clemson at 11-2 is probably the 3 seed, and then the 4 seed will probably be the Big 12 champion.
And there's no other ACC team in this, correct?
I would put 11-2 NC State at the bottom, like just under the 12, just in case, just to put NC State and then put
Just missed.
or no, just put on the bubble because we don't know yet because we have the at-large bubble.
We'll have to see what the rest
NC
of the
State's
field
favorite
plays out.
would.
So then this means that we have to do every single conference, not just the power.
No, because no team outside of the Power 4 is going to make the college football playoff as a
Yeah, we can do like bits and pieces of maybe like the American.
I can tell you this right now. Okay, fine. Let's just put the 12 seed, the final team to make the college football playoff, as the group of 5. Put Liberty.
No,
13
because
13-0.
week 1, the Campbell Fighting Camels walk into Lynchburg and beat Liberty.
Liberty at 13-0.
Yeah.
But so that solves our problems right there. Liberty at 13-0. They're the one non-Power 4 team to make the. So put the bubble as NC State at 11-2, and then Florida State at 10-2.
Well, technically, State would be 10-3.
No, State's 11-2 because they were 11-1 going into the.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our bubble currently. Every other team we've eliminated. So, the teams that have been eliminated are as follows: Miami, SMU, Virginia Tech, Duke, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Louisville, California, Syracuse, Boston College, Wake Forest, Stanford, Virginia, and Pittsburgh have all been eliminated from the college football playoffs by your scriptwriter, JC, and the script advisors from the NFL season script, me and Owen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for tonight's episode. We will be back soon. Oh, that is a very big version of JC. We will be back very soon with another episode of this. I think next week or whenever we can get to it, we will conquer the Big Ten.
We could probably do Big 12 first.
Let's see what's up first. Up next, according to this, is the Big 12.
No, that's the Big 10.
Is it?
Yeah, the BIG is Big 10 because the G
is the Big 10. So, with that being said, Owen, what are your thoughts? Have you learned a lot? Is it just because you're stupid? Well, at least you're honest with yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is JC. I don't know where JC went.
Where's JC?
Oh. That's JC. I'm Nick. That is Owen. This is JC's season predictions. JC, how are you? Are you happy with your season predictions? Anything you'd like to?
Well, I think the season predictions don't really get kick-started until we get to the SEC and the Big Ten because not only do I think they're the
7-5
superior conference, but I think a majority of the 7 at-large bids that you can get in the Big Ten in the college football playoff will
from the Big Ten and the SEC, yeah.
Yeah. And that's interesting to see because I think there are some surprises some out of the norm teams that doing good and doing bad that will shake up the playoff system. So, and then of course we come up with the bureaucracy of the college football playoff later in the year. I mean, because we already see it right now. I mean, 11-2. NC State and 10-2. Florida State may not make the college football playoff over a 9-3 Big Ten or SEC school. And
if State doesn't make the college football playoffs, I will laugh.
Well, I think I would laugh even more if NC State missed the playoffs because the head of the college football playoff committee is the athletic director at NC State. So they would call for his head.
Well, no, because I think it changes every year, doesn't it?
No, it's a 4-year system. It's still Boo Corrigan.
Oh, so hang on. We got to make that adjustment then. Welcome to the college football playoffs, North Carolina State.
Put them at 10. Yeah.
Well, I think we just put all the teams. I say I'm making the executive's decision because they're my predictions. We don't put anybody in the college football playoff yet that's not an automatic bid. So we just put all the potential at-large teams on the bubble.
Okay. That's
and
valid.
Then at the end of everything, we
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why was Florida State 4-2?
Because he's stupid.
Oh,
I made that comment when he first did it, and I didn't understand why.
Did they forfeit their other games, dude? The other 6 games?
Well, once they lose 2 games, they'll probably pitch a fit and blame the SEC for why their quarterback got hurt again.
Oh, I would too.
Now we have left the door open.
Trophies.
We have left the door open in this world because UNLV has beaten Syracuse. We've left the door open for a 13-0 running Rebels team.
It's not going to happen. They're not beating Kansas.
They don't know. They don't have enough Saudi Arabian money to win to cheat their way
I
through.
don't know if you know what you're talking about, but my running Rebels are going to win the Mountain West. Okay? And I'm happy with that. We're going to a bowl game. We're going to win the bowl game, and we're fine. Okay?
Are you going to go to the GoDaddy.com bowl?
It's not going to be that bowl. Okay?
I'm
I'm gonna run through. No, I'm gonna run through their schedule right now. Okay, real quick, just like real fast. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick. That is
You want to wrap it up? Or you want to hear what I have to say about
Go ahead, Owen.
Okay, so we beat Houston. Okay, we beat Utah Tech. We lose to Kansas. We're 2-1. We beat Fresno State, and we beat Syracuse. 4-1. All right. You guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
We beat Utah State 5-1. We lose to Oregon State. One of my AirPods just died. You guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I say we're at home against Boise State. So we beat Boise State. Yep. Do you guys even know how good Boise State did last year?
Well, I do know that they're not starting Malachi Nelson, so you don't know who that is, do you?
UNLV too.
How did that come up as my name? What the heck?
Yeah, I saw that. Nick Stimbers.
I was hacked.
I don't want to hear it. I quit. I'm done.
I don't think UNLV will go to it. Oh wow, he changed it to 3-9.
This is a scam. This is 8-4. Spit it out when you're done, Owen.
Do you even know what the record was last year?
6-6.
No, it was 8-5. Actually, it was 9-4. What am I on about? It was 9-4. We lost to Kansas in our bowl game.
Oh. Well, Owen, what bowl game do you think UNLV is going to get? Would you go to the Louisiana Bowl?
Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah, Pop-Tart Bowl or the Cheez-It Bowl.
I want to go, Pop-Tart or the Cheez-It Bowl.
Pop-Tart or the Cheez-It Bowl.
Anything but the Mayo Bowl.
Or the Go.
Please.
Or the GoDaddy.
We're going to play it. Carolina's going to go to the Mayo Bowl again.
I would.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go kill Owen, my name is Nick. That is JC. That is a dummy. His name is Owen, and we hope you have enjoyed this. And JC, how do you want to end this stream? You got any words you want to say?